welcome to Premiership Division Rugby here at the Nedlands here in right on the foreclosure here. It was quite a windy day, and it still picked it up as quite windy. It's a bit cold, but it is nevertheless a great clash. Ready for us. It's finals footy. It's Nedlands, 15 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, sitting in first position, and the Students UWA sitting in fourth position with 11 wins and 7 losses. So set for a big one today. The home side here on the foreclosure. Set for a big one, and here out come the Students, and let's just take a look at the lineup for them. In at the 1 we've got in at the 1. As for the 2, the skipper Scoble at the 3, Siebert at the 4, Bromley at the 5, Perrott at the 6, Kavanagh at the 7, O'Sullivan in at the number 8 position, Ben Taylor. As for the scrum half position, you've got Feck. Inside centre is Michael Beattie. Outside centre is Nicholas Wallman. In the right wing position, we've had a late change here. It's Aiden Higo sitting in that right wing position now. As for fullback, it's Romilsu Cassie, which will be an interesting play. Look for him to get involved early and really get the tide going the way of the Students. As for the bench, it's Susu Liaga. Purnell in at that 17 position, Cockman at the 18, O'Sullivan, another late change, Matt Norris is in at the 19, Chadwick in at the 20, De Graaf in at the 21, Van Diemen in at the 22, performed well last time these two teams met. As for Simpkin, he's also in at the 23. As for Nedlands, in the loose head prop position, you've got Tuaka, the 2, you've got Richie, Jonathan Robertson, Chueti, Faye Egan, in at the skipper position at the 4, Robson at the 5, Bailey at the 6, Wakataka at the 7, I'll do my best with that one, Knapp at the 8, Roberts in that scrum half position, Lovers Ridge at the fly half, Mamasia at the left wing, Nielsen in at the 12, Motuotu at the 13, Cronji at the 14, Cud at the 15 in that full pack position. As for the bench for the home side Nedlands, it's Simeon at the 16, Eade at the 17, Brown at the 18, Laxton at the 19, Hemi at the 20, Boats at the 21, and the other Nielsen. 2 Nielsens out there today. It's David Nielsen, and I believe it's Jackson Nielsen. So it'll be interesting to see how those two work together in regarding as if they're in relation or not. But we're into the first minute here at Nedlands, and it's a bit of a chilly one, but the sun's out now, and we're ready for Premiership grade rugby. So the Students, definitely the outsiders today, with Nedlands sitting on top of that ladder with 15 wins, 2 losses. One of their 2 losses coming against Cottesloe, who are in second position. It was such a great match. I was there for that one, calling that one. It was another cold day like today. Probably a bit colder, but sun's out now. Set for some good rugby. Oh, look at that. From the left wing position there from the Mamasia. Look for him to light it up today. Just bullocking his way through. It'll be a heated clash today. UWA need to come with their A game prepared and knock the home side Nedlands off their feet early. Maul is called. That's tossed at the back. Spinning through there is that number 8 for UWA, O'Sullivan. In fact, it's Taylor. And there is O'Sullivan. Oh, here's that quick and nimble bloke. Tackle! He's doing well for the home side, sorry. It's Roberts. It's Nathan Roberts in that scrum half position. And look at this. He's got some pace, the big man. And he spreads it out even wider. And he's got one more man to get through. And geez, he just bullocked over him. Did Jackson Nielsen. Impressive play. Dark squeeze his way back inside. The number 10 there. It's Lovers Ridge. Big fan of that name. Backwards. It's a sloppy pass, but it goes backwards. It was a nice pick-up by Mamasia. Oh, it looked like it might have been knock-on, but it was taken cleanly, says the referee. And there is Egan, the skipper, getting his first touch of the ball. Oh, look at that. He just balled his way through there to number 8. He's strapped up already. You know he goes in hard. Nap is his name. And there's Lovers Ridge. Oh, big hit by the number 16 in Simeon. And there is that bloke, Roberts. And look at that. So UWA happy with that one. Good get by them.
Yep.
They'll be happy enough with their first few minutes here. Holding their defensive line well.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Getting a touch up here. Just a bit of clout, you'd think. The number 6 there for the home side. Bailey, David Bailey.
So yeah. Time back on.
And they're happy with that. So, just over 5 minutes played here in this first half. Premiership grade rugby coming your way. Finals footy, all at stake here. And that's spread wide.
Tackle, release, blue.
Whistle's
Tackle,
blown.
release.
Just didn't release there, the referee says. They'll take another line out. And this may just come our way, I reckon. Over our head.
Yeah, it was close, but I called it, so I got it.
So, ball in hands of the UWA, the students. Hit the ground hard.
You boys quick out.
Oh, dummies, fakes, goes himself.
He's off.
And he is not released.
On your feet. 4. 4. Yeah, you ready? Off your feet. 4, up.
Yeah, so you heard the explanation there. Up it goes. UWA came back there and
Tackle, release,
just got a
green.
hand in there. Ducks inside, does the number 7 for the home side. Oh, Akataka.
Tackle, release, green.
And here's that man, Lovers Ridge. Oh, looks at that. Dummies goes himself.
Tackle
Back on the
green.
inside.
Tackle
Didn't unload.
green.
It looked high. The 12 just dummies goes back on the outside and ran into a bit of a brick wall. Did well though, did Nielsen. One of 2 Nielsens out there. And he just kept going there, did number 5 and Robson. Unloaded. And he just couldn't find the handle. Couldn't mum us out.
Got a man there. Thanks, mate. Time's off.
Good line out, boys. Well done.
All good? 11? Thank you. Come back, man, boys. Green possession, green scrum.
Right.
There you go.
Green scrum.
Perfect. Stability, boys. Remember that. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Great scrum.
So my first going forward.
UWA happy with that.
So you end up over there where you started here.
So a line out will form. Up they go. Good tap back there by UWA, and ducking inside is and out is that bandage man, number 8. Nap. No, in fact it's Taylor. And it's interesting to see. Maul is called. It'll be interesting to see who can draw first blood here.
Play.
Oh, the dummy did really well. Sold it nicely. Another good dummy there, and just goes towards the outside to the commentary side here. And look at this big ball go to work.
Who's gone?
The big ball there, number 1, the loose head prop. Funnel for you.
Time's off.
So, just attending to an injury here. Looks like a hand, possibly.
Good?
I believe it's number 6 for
You okay?
Nedlands.
Yeah.
It's David Bailey, I believe.
Yeah, look, you guys got a bit of momentum. And then just went on the corner before you had all three of you have done to the mark.
So all three of us step forward.
First three to the mark.
Yeah.
Goes around the corner.
In fact, it's Joseph Simeon having the chat there. And there is the skipper, Michael Egan, just having a chat with the referee about how they're going about it and what they can do to
So,
fix
Pidja?
the issues they've had so far.
You happy that he's okay to continue? Yeah. Time back on.
So there is time on in Premier Grade footy.
Ball. Crouch. Bind. Yeah. That's fine. All good. Yeah. Spoke about that space, boys. Crouch. Bind. Right. Right. Yeah. 3, 1.
So he's just having a little chat there. Plenty going on.
Yeah, thank you.
So the scrum will reform again. 13, make it 14 played in this first half. Locked at 0 all.
Crouch.
Watch for this to break out soon.
Bind. Set.
That's a good scrum now. And pushing forward there. So good scrum by the home side in the Nedlands. And here's the number 9, Dummies, goes himself and taken down hard, and he's lost it there. So UWA regain possession. And it was Nathan Roberts that lost the hand on the ball there, and he'd be disappointed with that. And UWA are extremely happy now. They've regained possession, and they'll take the line out here. So they've held their own, I should say, in the first 15 minutes of this game. It's finals rugby. It's big. And that is gone. And so they're holding their own, as I said, UWA. They are the underdogs in this clash. Nedlands sitting in that first position. And UWA obviously in that 4th position. So up it goes. Comes down. UWA have gained possession again. And they go through, and taken down is that for UWA. And Hughes. And there he is again, Hughes. Palms it off, and he's that big 13 just blocking his way through his Wallman. Just inside and copped a big whack there. Lovers Ridge wants to go on with it a little bit. Knock on called.
That's my time. Yep.
Good scrum. Whistle's blown. We've just lost the referee's mic there for the moment, so
Guys, a wheel.
it's going to reset and go again here.
Same again.
23 and change to play in this first half. Not much happened so far, nothing notable. We're still locked at 0 all.
Crouch.
UWA holding up their own here
Bind.
really well. They'll be happy with how this first half has played out.
Set.
So it comes out now.
7.
UWA have regained possession, swing it real right. It's an audacious pass, and now they've got some numbers, and he slips, and down he goes. Went down hard. Needed some longer studs in, and Dummies goes himself, so they're just showing some passion at the moment, UWA. As that scrum half position throws it in the side, and that's an audacious pass again, and they do it well though, and they swing it really wide, and they're every chance here to try and break through this defensive line of the home sides in Nedlands. And there's a kick forward, and they've got some pace behind this, but under pressure will be the number 16 and Simeon. And UWA fans cheer for that one, so they're happy with that. It's a really good start on their behalf. Big hit there, look at that. So the
Nice
UWA
move.
crowd are getting a little bit excited here. They know they're every chance here. That was Norris with a big hit, and here's the number 11,
No
the
blue.
left winger, Fecky. Expecting a bit from him today. Wide, here's O'Sullivan. Hughes involved too.
Advantage.
There's O'Sullivan with the bandage. And there is Hughes, who kicks it forward and takes it.
Tackle assist. No release on the way down.
Not released,
assist.
so it's just a UWA player. I believe he's not.
Seven
He's
tackle
just got
assists,
some
no release.
tension, and no, he's okay. Just fixing his boot. So now, UWA every chance here. They'll take the line out.
Good number again. Keeping up.
Line out forms. And they're going for the maul. So everyone piles in on this. They
Other
do
entry there,
well.
Phil. Thank you.
And it falls out, and it's still within that pack somewhere. And I believe it's just found its way down now. O'Sullivan, big hit, and then number 7 cops it there. And so O'Sullivan, the other one. Connor O'Sullivan, there's 2 out there, Connor and Rory. And they're real close now, UWA. They're every chance. And just driving him back there was the number 1,
Good work.
Ramonia. O'Sullivan dummies, looks to go himself, but they spread it wide. And coming down hard, gee. He copped it, and UWA happy about it again. Plenty to like so far for UWA. With just over 20 played,
Thumbs off.
and time is off. It is rather fresh out there. Sun's come out now, which is definitely benefit. Explains maybe a slow start from both sides here.
Cheers. Heading up, bro.
Not quite able to
Really
reach the chat of these 2 here. Of the skipper and
Committed. Pops on
Egan.
the side. He's got good. Alright. Yeah.
Not the first chat he's had there, Egan, with the ref.
Thumbs off. Full head. Yep, thank you. Mike, you ready? Yeah.
So here they go again. In the hands of O'Sullivan. A line out will form now, so watch for either one. Maul again, so they go for it again. Let's see what they can perform with here.
To the middle.
They need this. And so they'll go again. Feels like an eternity now. But O'Sullivan once again takes another line out. We're still locked at 0-all. Well over halfway point of this one. Watch for another maul possibly. Yep, here we go again. So they all get, they pile in.
Green, off the head.
And I think they're in. They're in. O'Sullivan claims it. I reckon they're in. So UWA have scored the first strike here. 3rd time's the charm, and they've drawn first blood here at Nedlands home ground. And it's that man right there. If we could just get a number on him with a headband and curly hair. I believe it's Hughes. He was just able to hold on to it and get it down when he needed to. In fact, it's the number 2, I believe. Conversion to come. Yeah, it is the number 2. So it's Harrison Scoble, the skipper, with the first try of the game. He's drawn first blood after 23 minutes played. Now for the conversion via Hughes. .25 minutes played in this first half. And it's now time for the home side to respond. Let's see what they can do. High kick. Taking it well there was, I think it's the try scorer, and couldn't quite catch his number. Big hit there, and that number 8 goes down hard. That's Taylor. Down goes Wallman. And they continue to move it well, and that's a forward pass.
Forward pass.
It is. Maybe pass forward by about a couple metres there. So it'll come back. A little bit audacious from UWA. They don't need to do that sort of thing yet. I mean, they've had the lead. They've had most of the play. They just need to basically take this to half-time, I reckon. 14 minutes until half-time. Reassess, regroup, as this big number 27 comes on for Nedlands. Don't have a name on him as of yet. I'll look to get that for you by half-time. So he is probably our 5th scrum of the match.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Release
So
green.
it feels as though Nedlands have just warmed up now and just starting to click into gear.
Good work, 8.
Here's Lovers Ridge. In fact, it's the new 27 on the ground. May have been subbed for Lovers Ridge. But this goes wide down, so they're just starting to get some neat ball movement going into the right winger. And so he ducks back in, and geez, he's tucked down hard. It was crunchy.
First movement's on the ground and then on the ball.
Nedlands happy with that one.
The ground first.
So Roberts will take that out. We'll have a line out.
Thank you, bring him on.
7th of the match. It's been an uneventful first half so far. Just the one try, and it came by way of a maul, so it wasn't the most thrilling of tries. But nevertheless, we've got one, and it's the away side leading by 5 here after the conversion wasn't able to go through by the way of Hughes. Just couldn't quite curl that through, so now it's the home side in Nedlands.
I'm done. Going off your feet.
Just told to come down there, the referee.
That was a 4-7 up. Shot. Shot.
They're going to take the shot, so interesting decision. It's not going to get them ahead, it's going to get them caught up, but Maybe it's just so they can reset and just gain a little bit of more confidence, just knowing that they've got some points on the board going into this second half. 10 minutes to play, still plenty of time for more scoring, but will be certainly interesting to see if.
Hey bud, how are you? See you?
What are you doing? What have you been up to?
Had a break from you guys for a while, mate.
Yeah. Well, I'll break it first now.
And so here he goes. I believe it's the 15, the fullback. In Cud. Composes himself. And it's good. So Nedlands get their first few points on the board. And they trail by just 2 points now. Float the rest, have 14 minutes left to play, so with that time on, there's obviously still going to be some time left. So 14 left to play, still plenty of time for more in this one. GWA with the first try through Scoble, through that maul. And then it was,
Come over there, boys.
with the conversion, it was Cud. So tight game, low scoring so far. Expected to open up in the second half especially. You feel like the players have just warmed up in this first half, especially with this cold weather and this wind.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, big fend off there by, I believe it was Hughes. He's been lively early on. And that kick goes high. And there's pressure on this one. Good take there. Great take. I believe it was Fecky. And Fecky still got the ball in hand, unloads that, and just loses the handle on that one. And there you go, the explanation from the ref. So scramble form.
New ball. Crouch. Bind. Just slip, yeah? That's all good. We're wet.
So we'll go again.
Crouch. Bind.
Probably about 10 minutes with time on left.
Set.
And that's better. Good scrum. Clean. Running through there was that big number 10. Jeez, he's huge. Lovers Ridge, I believe. Coming out to him and just get back to him. It's a good play and big hit there and just keeps it in. Ball's napped there with a nice pass off. And there's the skipper in Egan.
Stay, stay.
Oh, there he is, Loveridge. Loveridge comes down now. He's built for this sort of game. Tight, low-scoring scrum. And look at that, he's just lost that there. So UWA happy and Nap is unhappy. Egan just having a chat with his players there, just going,
Bring him on, Phil. Bring him on. Boys, come on.
and so there's some substitutions being made. We've got number 2 coming on. So that's Richie, and number 6 as well.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good scrum by both sides there. No. In fact, UWA are happy with that, and so they'll take that now. Probably a bit longer, 7 or 8. Scoble just having a chat with his players there as well.
Play.
Just saying we're right in this, boys.
Tackle.
And they really are, because Higo has turned up the heat as well with that big tackle. Oh, look at that. Oh, they've just lost that. And into him straight away was Crongy. Oh, the man with the white helmet there.
Knocks on advantage over Green.
You heard it there from the ref. This defensive line holding nicely. It's the home side.
Yep. Sure.
So UWA probably on the back foot a little bit. It's been a good performance in the last 10 minutes from the home side. And the whistle's blown, and once again, the UWA crowd go up. So they're just slightly performing a little bit better than the home side so far. So Scoble just having a little chat there with the ref, you heard it. He's going to take the line out, and this will be coming our way. In fact, it's a long kick, did really well, and not quite. So it was an absolutely fantastic kick in the end, perfectly measured, and gee, has he got some distance on that. And UWA have the home side a little bit shook at the moment. And in she comes, that's a long one, and UWA end up with it again.
Ball, 7
Maul's called.
Yeah.
It's a great maul.
Play.
Paid off well for him. And losing his feet there was the number 11 in Beatty. In fact, it was Fecky. And there he is, big Fecky. Come back over this way, and oh, he was hit hard there, was Bromley. Hit by a brick wall, that's for sure. There's the man with the white helmet in O'Sullivan, one of 2 O'Sullivans out there.
Lost no.
And there it comes out again, O'Sullivan, Hughes to the 13, and Wolman. And finally, they're finally happy with that, the home side, and they want to play it quickly, and they do. So not long left in this half. Here they go, they're quick, they're pacey, and there is that man, Momasia. Watch for him. It says just over 2 minutes on the board. 38 played now. Lovers Ridge kicks it long, a little bit of pressure, and
Accidental offside.
accidental offside is called.
Accident. Okay, to the middle. Yeah. Moving us through the middle with that.
good scrum, and it's just turned completely there. And a late try is looking likely, and this is some good movement, some great movement. He shook off a few. I think this is Mama Sia. Jeez, he's exciting to watch, this kid. And now to the fullback in Cud. And so they've gained about, I would say about 60 metres there. 60 metres plus, and then UWA have ended up with their hands on the ball again. So just under 30 seconds left in this, according to the board, but you'd assume there's a little bit more than that.
Started from behind, run forward. Forward pass.
So the question will be asked now from the players, how long is left? Because 10 on the board. Still a chance for both sides to score, I think.
We got 4.
4 to go. 3 to go. You heard it there. So as I said, there is time on in Premiership grade rugby.
Yeah, I'll get a shirt done for you, and you'll be able to grab. Okay. Boys, this will work. Keeping your shirt done, so the pop's got something to grab onto this. Otherwise, you grab your line of shorts, and then it's going to affect your scrumming technique. Yep.
Good crowd out here on both sides, UWA and on the home side in Nedlands.
Bind!
If you were tuned in earlier, and if you weren't tuned in earlier, I should say,
It's running up, you can't get a bind.
we had the Colts grade rugby. Saw the Associates
Yup, this prop. Can't get a
winning
bind,
that one.
play the jersey. This is your bind, you're pulling it up.
Oh, my button.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, if you can't get a bind, you're going to bind on his shorts.
Yeah.
Just make sure he has the jersey from the bind.
It was the West
Crouch!
Associates earlier in the Colts
Bind.
game.
Set!
Colts Cutters are getting the win and progressing in finals.
Use it now.
Oh, it's a big
14.
hit there by the number 12 in
Advantage 11,
Nielsen.
outside.
Nielsen's out there. Finals for the year. There would have been off left in this half. Oh, that's huge hit there. Just back. The crowd went up. Straight into the chest, right up the sternum, and ain't happy with this one. 42 played now, so
11,
we're
offside.
deep into red time.
Offside.
Now take the line out, and offside is called. That sidelines just asking, dig deep, dig deep. Up it goes, and maul is called. And look at this is a great maul. It's a fantastic maul. And they got it down. And so, yeah, they're here. They're on now. At the top. Switched on after probably 15 minutes of lackluster rugby. And so they take the lead with the conversion to come. So a 3-point lead. And suddenly the Nedlands do look like the better side.
Better.
Side that is on top of the ladder with 15 wins, just 2 losses, and the 1 draw. Well, UWA have some thinking to do as they go into the half now. I think just after version. Converted once as with that field. can go 2 from 2. Composers. Assisters. And verts. So good. And that is the half. So it was intriguing first half, to say the least. So lackluster at the start, and UWA, first blood, scoring by way of Scoble in that maul, and then it was Hughes who wasn't able to convert, and then all of a sudden, then the home side with card converting a field goal, and then when wasn't sure who touched down with a try there, but they got one back and card converted again. So the lead heading into the second half is set for a big one. back to fifth grade rugby here on the short. Interesting first half. It was UWA with the first Vlad taken, and they through them all and were able to through Scoble, the skipper. So that was a great start for him, but unfortunately Hughes wasn't able to convert again, which is quite heavy. And then hitting back was the home side and Nedlands, who's hit the top of the ladder. And they were able to go through a conversion of a few, and then a try that saw many of them all in at once, and then a conversion. So they take a 5-point lead. Start of the second half. It's set for a big one. Stick around. Make sure you don't go anywhere because this is going to be big. It's finals rugby at its best. So stick around. UWA need to early here. They need to get some confidence back after such a great first start and do that through Mamasia. It's Cad. Let me go against Cassie for UWA. And it looks as though the side have won this one back. And time's just started now, so we're 30 seconds into play and already we're seeing quite a difference in the play style of both these sides. And here is that man, Mamas. Love watching him play.
7, you're off.
For one of these sides, it is just 40 minutes left of rugby. Big number 27, he's come back on. We don't have a name for him. And he's that of him impressed in the first. Did Nielsen, one of the Nielsens there. And the other one being. And so UWA winning that. And it's been in a fiery early. Been a couple of changes of possession. A knock on called.
First infringement, knock.
Big thanks to our sponsor, Fortescue. Fortescue, new in Australia. Great to have you a part. And they are what fuels local rugby. So what makes this possible to bring this game to you wherever you are on the World Wide Web. Looks as though there's a little injury here as the UWA player.
Get him off, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it looks as though it will come off. I'm not sure what the issue is, but I believe he's coming off and get back into it. So time off has been called, I believe, and gets a few claps from the crowd for his braveness.
Thank you, boys.
That's number 13. So Nixon Wallman, he's off. We'll get fixed up and we'll see him. I'm sure of it because he was a vital part of that great start from UWA and the reason why they were able to get that try early on.
Fine.
So time back on now. As you can see that clock in the background just not ticking as of yet. There is 3 minutes 33 played. And that's a sloppy pass and finds the hands of Rawson. Evans.
No, green.
Now this works backwards. Big hit and goes through there was the Nedlands player. Number 7. That was inspiring. It was Wakataka. Love that name too. I may be butchering it, but There's Lovers Ridge. Oh, the big fend off and says, excuse me, I'm coming through. There's Karonji. And driven back. And so here is the fly half, the scrum half, sorry, I should say, and Nathan Roberts. So they drive this forward a little bit. Lovers Ridge waiting for it. And there is that man, Roberts. 27 back out there. Roberts again. Goes back on the inside into Egan, the skipper. And so they're pushing hard here all of a sudden. The home side. They find their way, and here is Lovers Ridge. He's got some good moves for a big bloke. Into the hands of Richie, who's come on in that first half.
Ball's available.
Ball is available, says the ref. You heard it. He's that man again, Robert. They're just really ground wrapping away at this.
Advantage 15 offside.
Ref there. Ridge might find his way in the hands this. No, not quite. Yes, now he does, and so he spreads it wide, and now you heard it. It's on a little bit, and they go quick, and they move on. Mama Sia's got moved. Mama Sia's through, and Mama Sia, and it's on a run.
I'm down.
They're into him,
I'm done.
and Mama Sia, I called it. He's exciting to watch this kid.
It's a penalty only.
He's got some moves.
Guys,
He took it quickly and just put on the dancer's hips and said, excuse me,
yeah?
nothing's stopping me now.
Get a vest across first. I see it get a vest. In offside as well.
I understand.
Okay. This, yeah. They've been on
That was not it.
Yeah? They've been on it times. We've made 5 penalties. No. The game. Every time they've come down, we've given away penalties in this area. You better just put down here, please.
So you heard the chat there with the UWA player,
Hey,
just being offside, and it cost him that time. Mama Sia
yeah.
was able to come through and did it quite easily in the end. And now for the conversion, and he's in good form. He's 2 from 2, but this is a kick he wouldn't have had before. Against the wind, it's tough. I don't think anyone. Mama Sia, the try scorer, is there to help. Ball aloft on that cone. And it just curls too much in the end, so no good. That's that day all day. And so he's 2 from, and Nedlands just take the 10-point lead early here in this second half. Just 7 minutes played so far. It's a good vibe down here on ground level, plenty of crowd, sun's out. After a bit of rain came through in the reserves game, it's cleared up.
Green!
And it's now clear blue skies. So UWA need to respond quickly because they've now found themselves in some trouble. Here's that man again. He's been lively, and this is dummies, goes himself. This is looking promising. Gerb's about the big 27, him down hard. And he says, you can't do that.
Yeah. I tackle 27.
He took him by the neck and just ragdolled him down.
I tackle.
So he's stuck up. That was poor. And so it's O'Sullivan, Rory O'Sullivan take the line out. So you feel like if you don't stay in this and be a real threat of winning this, not in any sort of matter, they need to score quickly. I feel like there is still plenty of that works its way to the inside, and look at that, that was impressive by the number 14 in Aiden Higo. Expect a lot of that from him, from the right winger. Right across and the finds the fullback and Ramsey Cassie. Big hit. Right, comes in hard, does nap. Finds its hands into Hughes. And now, look at this, the number 8. Passes back and just loses the handle. Probably didn't need to do it, to be honest, did Taylor. So they continue to spread it into the middle.
Yep,
Yeah, every chance here, I think, Uni. Big hit, number 7 there. 27 getting involved once again. Here's Ollie Sullivan. Look at that, big hit coming in. Yeah.
Sorry. Thought 20 had done enough to get him that ball.
So the number 2 there is down. He looks a little bit hurt, I think. He might be okay. He's just taking a little bit of time to get up. Joseph Ricci in the hooker position. Maybe just winded. A few big hits going around here. Yeah, so
Time
just
back
took
on.
the breather and he's all good. So time back on, says the ref. Probably what's on the clock
Yeah, boys. Let's get off the
on the other side of the field would be
Yep.
about right.
Yeah. It was more of a timing issue, but I do think with that second around that one. Blue ball.
Wait on me, wait call on me. Wait call on me.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, and that's clapped straight away. So pretty poor there.
Whole front. Guys. Whole front right. Yeah. That's fine. You guys want to come across?
The wind is just big. He's done it all day. You hear it through the mic. It has been
Crouch.
bad all day, but
Bind.
with this sun out, it makes it a little bit easy to warm up. And once again, no good, and it's ball in hand. No, Sullivan kicks that out, so
Give me time.
Uni pushing hard now. 30 minutes left. Still plenty of time in this one. And they're going with that maul strategy again where they all just pile. No maul was called though. And so now it's side. Watch for the likes of Fecky and Higo to get involved here. Even Cassie will get involved. And it's Nedlands with their hands clapping together.
Holding on. 2 movements.
And so Nedlands will take the line out. Uneventful. In fact, no, they've gone and kicked. Oh, that was a huge hit. That was an absolutely hit. He was flat. Oh boy, he ran into an absolute brick wall there. Boy, oh boy, wow, way. And it was not a small unit. Here he is again here. He's just ducking and diving and throwing his weight around his Fenofwa. Just a recreational over the shoulder. into that fines into the end. So good kick in the end. Eventful few minutes there. So far, uneventful game. Expected to turn up
Come on.
in the next 20 because it is finals footy always. Time is off. Let's have a listen here.
See what I've seen. The 16 blue. Left. Off the ball, good pass. Contact with the chest. Riding up to the bottom of the neck, I suppose. I'm thinking that. Thank you.
And so it's Simeon.
So we've got
Have a listen to
shoulder,
this.
off the ball, pass. Sitting on chest, riding up to the yellow. The shoulder and leg.
Yep. So there he goes. Only the yellow card. You've got up those arms around. You can't just go in with the hip and shoulder like AFL or anything like that. You've got to put the arms around, and he just didn't. He just flattened out this bloke, and now he's off. And Nedlands are down one man. So this is where UWA's favour big time. And that's a good line out kick.
Hold up. Hold up.
And I believe the maul is happening. Hasn't been called yet. May have been. Rest Mike has just been cutting out a little bit. I think it has. Sorry, I think they're down. I think they're down. In fact, no. In fact, yes, they have. So Nedlands. In fact, it's University that have with their own, and that's exactly what they needed with one man. Nedlands. Nedlands letting the ball slip there, and Simeon going off the next 15 is gonna hurt. And Uni have hit back with a try of their own, and that sees them catch up. And with a conversion here, this could see a return to a 3-point ball game. So it's Hughes. He's already missed one. This is equally as tough, I would say. Here comes Hughes.
Got 35.
Placing the ball on the... Tell you that. And it's no good. So it remains a 5-point ball game. So missed 2. It would be disappointing with that at least, but it is still within reach. Just one try and one conversion. 25 minutes to play. Could they cause one of the biggest upsets of the year here, UW? They sit in 4th position with 11 wins and 7 losses, while Nedlands, the ladder leaders almost all year with 15 wins, 1 draw, just 2 losses. That bounces at the back and finds it to the line. Nineteen played, 24 to play. Big hit there. Look at that by the 19 for UWA. For the students, it was O'Sullivan, Hugh O'Sullivan. There's 3 O'Sullivans on that side. And he's come out. Here's that number 9. Playing well. Another O'Sullivan, I believe it is.
Thank you. Knock on only.
And so now, Nedlands with the ball in hand. Let's see what they can do with it. Can they extend this lead? And that's an audacious pass.
Knock on only.
Knock on. So just died down now. The sun is out. They bucketed during the reserves match. During halftime of that one.
Yeah. I sort of finish, but yep, let's go, boys. Crouch. Bind. Right. Both sides. Yeah, yeah.
So they're having a quick chat here.
We're too fast when we're hitting. We're just folding in the middle. Let's go. Leave that to close, please.
The big man there, 27, and
That was a close.
the UWA player. Just having a quiet chat there with the referee just as to what they can improve with this scrum, because they have been pretty scrappy all day. Not going to lie. They've been below average.
Crouch.
They've had to go in for consecutive tries many times.
Set.
Good scrum there. In the end, it was the home side that came away with it through Cad. Well, that's a great tackle there by the number. And he's that number 19. O'Sullivan involved plenty. There's 3 O'Sullivans out there. There's Rory, there's Connor, and then there's Hugh. And this is an important part of the game right now. 21 left.
Leave it, leave it.
Leave it's played, and it's just continuing on a little bit there. The number of Thomas Kavanagh and Nathan Roberts each other, and then referee just said leave it. So and the temperature's just dropped a few degrees. Sir Charles in Nedlands. Quite break here. Leave it out there, just getting some drinks out there, just having a check up. Time is off. Stopped at 20:49. How reliable that time is, I'm not sure.
Both men for the halfback, boys. I'll go back 3.
So, Ninja player comes off there for UWA. Number 17. Now, Lucas Pennell. Been a little bit quiet. Maybe that's why he's coming off. Maybe he's a little bit injured. Carrying an injury, and he's fine to push through him, and that's what he's done, I believe. It's a quiet moment. So Rory O'Sullivan comes back up for UWA. And so yeah, here the wheeling of both sides, big square, I reckon.
Set. Advantage, blue.
Told to use it, and they do. Whistle blown.
Not you. One, slip.
And it's just done a little bit here. They're just continuing on with it.
Slip, one. Slap.
Number 7 for the students, Connor O'Sullivan, getting involved wherever they can. I'd like to know the relation between them,
Same picture. 27, 3 times.
whether they're brothers or some sort of relation. And there's the skipper Scoble having a chat with the ref. So just some has seen go for points here. Extended out to an 8-point lead, which would consist of UWA having to score and another try if no points, and they make it very difficult with 19 to play here in the second half. So it's Cud. 2 from 3. Not a difficult shot. Composes. And converts. So it's out to an 8-point lead. Makes things slightly more difficult for the students. They need to respond, and they need to respond quickly because 18:42 left on the clock, and it is counting down quick.
Tackle this.
So what can Nedlands do what can the students do to decrease this lead? And that's come down, and it looks as though UWA have come away with it. In fact, no, it is the students, sorry. And look at this is a difficult one. Medi's happy with that. Just built, in fact, over the last 20 minutes. Motion on this. Beautiful. Wherever you're watching on the, happy to have you. This is all made possible by Fortescue, Iron or Force. And that is a long kick, and that's just hit a patron straight in the chest.
Yep. Yeah.
So line out forms. Who goes up? Big man there who lifted it up to 27. And they spread this wide, and here's Lovers Ridge. Dishing that up. And it's in the hands of some capable Nedlands players who sit atop of this final series. And here's that big 27 if he come back on.
Lock on the pass.
17 and change to play now. And it has definitely dropped a few degrees here. The wind's picked up. Sea breeze is in. May make it a little bit more difficult for the players who, in cases like these, are starting to cool off, I should say.
Fine. Set. Steady. Use that.
And that's it. Sorry. coming away with it is one of the O'Sullivans. In fact, it's Rory. And so they need to score now. They need to score now to UWA. Otherwise, it may be season over. And so he's just, well, I believe it was Ian. Don't talk to me. Says Nedlands out.
Blue ball. Okay, boys. Okay.
And blew it. And they are just sat there. They're raring to go because they had that slow slide. And so they're insisting that they are here now. Here to play. They've warmed up. Just a tick over 16 to play.
Crowd. Mind.
Bit of pressure on this. Fix that, and that's heading down, and some more pressure following on this one. And so it's the fullback for Nedlands in Cud. Following up, he's 2 from 3 and converted. Kicks forward. That's up. That is bounced out. So the favour of a lucky bounce, that's gone out. And it's the students' ball through. The skipper played seriously, but just willing his side as much as he can. So 15 to play according to the clock. I'm not sure how reliable that is, but we've had 31 played here of 40. And here's Mamasia. Mamasia needs to score here. Mamasia's through and taken down hard there. But gee, that's exciting from that man. He's done it already. He's already got one try next to his name.
14. Roll. 14 to roll.
Just when you think some of these players are through, they've been tackles, and on that case, it was Beatty from UWA. And I apologise, it was actually Fecky with the ball in hand there for UWA. Not Mamasia. Got the teams mixed up there, and it was Beatty. Sorry, Nielsen. That was able to chase down that man Fecky, who was equally as impressive as Mamasia. I love calling Mamasia's name, but on this case it was Fecky.
Thank you, boys. Come on.
Up he goes. Number 5 once again for the students in Parrot. O'Sullivan wide. Getting down low. Was that number 19 in O'Sullivan? Another one there. There's O'Sullivan or O'Sullivan. Going down hard there was Siebert. And they're not happy, UWA. That's gone against them. And they quickly, it's not paid though. And it'll come back.
Holding.
And so they take the line out. Changes happened in this last 12 minutes. Premier grade rugby.
Time's on. Boys, come. Open
Some
up.
strange things can happen in Premier grade finals rugby. So keep an eye on it. Stay tuned to this, because something big is going to happen, I can assure you. And this might be it. for the students who are looking to score so they can get back into this one, and they need to do it soon because there's only 11 and change to play.
Yeah. He's running back, he hasn't moved at all. No.
Let's go.
Crouch. 5.
Pedal to the gear for the students, and that looks like what they'll be doing. And here is that man, Fecky. Spreading it wide there.
Play.
Even wider now. The 20 just bounces off one, puts the arm out on the other, and is slammed into the turf by another. That was Norris. For the students. That was impressive, though. It was Van Diemen. And it's down, and the referee's just getting in the way out of it. And it looks as though Nedlands have regained control of the ball, which is not good news for student fans. And it's worked its way into the UWA camp. Now, 10 minutes left in this one according to the clock here on the ground. 36 played here.
Right.
A little bit going on between the 27 and the 3 here.
Got no shot before last year lineup. I'm going to make a point from now on. You guys separate yourselves, okay?
But he's come on and he's actually put on a pretty good show, so I've been enjoying watching him. But O'Sullivan is one I'm seriously been enjoying to watch for the students. But apart from that, Mama C is probably taking the chocolates as best on so. So UWA pushing as hard as now. They just can't seem to quite break this defensive line of home side in Nedlands. It's a cold one here. Dumping himself into that one was Perrott, the number 5 there. The fend off, the second fend off. He's just dragged number there and slammed into the turf. Was crunchy, but second fend off saw him with some impressive footwork, and here they go again. And I believe this is my man, Mama C, who just says, "Hey, get out of my."
No need for that.
Boy, oh boy, and no need for it, and they're having a little chat. So there you had it. Swung back, and the students once again with ball in hand need to do something on. That's a huge tackle by the 16 for Nedlands, and Simeon. He's been lively. He's back on after being choice and wrap those arms around. So according to this clock, we have about a minute and a half left.
Ball going forward.
But according to the ground clock, he says. Well, there you go. So we'll have to hear how long is left in this one by the ref himself.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Use it now.
Told to use it. O'Sullivan once again, and here's that man, Mama Sia. Unfortunate that time. There you can see on the graphics on your screen, 6.5 to play, but we are about to do something experimental with the ball now, because this is season on the line. Staff, another big hit, and 13 just finds himself in a world of trouble. Wallman. Oh, look at that huge hit. That was absolutely monstrous, but he wrapped those arms around. That was absolutely humongous. That was 19. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Was that a big hit. Wrapped around and said, hey, I'm taking you down into this turf. And did exactly that. So getting trying out here. We're ticked into red time. 5.5 to play. Something needs to happen now for the needs to happen soon. Is that Fecky with the ball in hand? I think it is. It is. He needs to do something magical. Here's that man with the white helmet. He's been going hard as much as he can all day as O'Sullivan. And that one's Connor. Big hit once again. So they're all in on this, and I think it's Lovers Ridge, who's really just looks as though he's grabbed his hamstring here. He's okay now, I think. I think Tua's raring to get back on here in Rucci. Line out's taken as this sun is just beginning to set. 4:40 left. Yep, so we've actually got another player down here, number 19, Laxton. He was the one that delivered that huge. He's just getting some work on that knee. He may have sustained that in that huge hit, or he's taken the student player. We weren't able to grab the name of him. But I tell you what, UWA are pushing. They've had possession. Probably about 80% of the ball has been in their hands.
Same for them as well? Yeah. Can you give them the message, please?
So the ref just having a chat with the Egan there. Just saying you can't give away these penalties, and he said, well, yeah, as long as you deliver that message to the other team, I'm my boys. That's what he's done, I believe. So not long left. Something needs to happen now for UWA, because they need a try, some field points. So on the line, Stuff. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Finals rugby. Right on the foreshore. Here. That's Sir Charles.
Come on.
Oh, once again, and that falls in the hands of the number 9, who's been lively. He's been absolutely everywhere, that man, Roberts.
I'm watching it because I know you boys are popping it off the top.
So we're 3 minutes 30 into time here, and approximately 2:30 to play, I reckon. To be interested to see how long the ref says is left. So they're calling for a big scrum here. So time's now off.
Guys, we're going to play on. We're going to get a sub on.
And so people, the fans, just getting restless now.
There you go, boys.
4
Come back on.
minutes 25 into time on. Temperatures have dropped another
Crouch.
probably 4 or 5 degrees. I reckon it is absolutely freezing out here. Hope you're enjoying
Set.
the broadcast wherever you are on the World Wide Web. All big thanks to Fortescue, the new iron horse in Australia. Big takedown there by the number 20 in Laxton. So it's him who's come on. And here's my boy, Mama Sia. Love to watch him do his stuff.
Stay 4.
5 minutes into, alright, 1 minute left on the clock. Probably about 2 to 3 left on the ref's watch. And here's that man, he's pushed back again, his Mama's here. They're trying to get into his hands to do something special. Taken high, then driven into the ground. He's going to cop it. He's going to be sore tomorrow, but gee whiz, that was a big hit. They need something big from him. And it'll come back.
5. I tackle.
And he's still just collecting himself. Mama C, he's tried his absolute darnest today. They'll take that. 27 left on the clock. Unsure whether more to this, because it's an 8-point lead to Nedlands.
22.
He's pushed over there. He's not happy, is O'Sullivan. And little words are spoken between him and Cud, who's 2 from 3 in conversions. So time is now officially run out on the clock with 6 into overtime. How much is actually left, we're unsure. So back in the hands of UWA. Let's see what last is in it. I'm not sure there is too much. And they're all into it now. They just need to come back.
Right.
And they're calling for the yellow.
You better trying to get momentum onto there. You guys are getting it, not giving the opportunity. You need a chance to chat, have a chat, otherwise I'm going to take control. Good. We're off. Offside.
And so otherwise it won't be them progressing. Quick line out occurs and falls back in the hands of the home side in Nedlands. And it's looking increased. More at the moment. And once again, just fighting through his way there was the number 5 in Robson. Haven't seen too much of him today. Something needs to happen now for UWA, something miraculous too. It just can't be something regulatory. Big hit there. It's just stumbled in there, the ball. Bubbling around. It's in the hands of the UWA players again, and here's that man again. Fun off way up. O'Sullivan, dummies, works his way around the getting involved later in this match. Taken out hard there by the number 9 in Roberts, who doesn't want to seem to give up.
Calm down. Okay. Just relax, relax. Sorry, mate, I didn't hear you. I got a penalty. 9, Mike. Okay, it's a penalty only for a half tackle, but it's a pure infringement, so we're going to them. 9.
Oh, so they're going to lose one here.
Go on.
They're
30
losing,
seconds.
I believe it's Rob. He's copped a yellow.
High tackle. 20 seconds now.
20 seconds, so you heard it there. So he's trying to, he needs to go quick. He's taking the points, and then he's hoping that there's still time left for one last hurrah at this. We're 10 minutes into time.
It's up. It's up. No, you can't bang it off. Scrum.
So a scrum will have to be something absolutely insane. But this is what finals footy produces. So they take the 3, 5 points down. They need a try. And so here you go, Uni. Mama Sia, watch for him to do something special. And here he goes. He's found. They go quickly, and here go Uni. So they ask this. Maybe I shouldn't have. Hang on here. 3 finds the gap, and they're going hard. It seems as though Nedlands have just about stopped here. And here is O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan lost it. He hasn't been able to regather that, and it's stumbled out. And that is game. It's all over. UWA were very brave in defeat, but it's Nedlands that have won. They've come away with the chocolates by 5 points in a great game in the end. It was sort of a weird start. There wasn't seemed to be any sorts of scoring, but then it turned out to be an absolute cracker in the end, and it's great to be here. It's great to have your company, and I hope you enjoyed it. But it's Nedlands progressing in the finals by 5 points here today at the foreshore.